Hello friends and mathematicians. We are going to be continuing to work on division with how many equal groups. So today our I can statement is, I can use repeated subtraction to understand and solve division problems. So one way that we can look at division is by subtracting in equal amounts. So what this means is we use subtraction to get equal amounts of groups, and then we will count our groups at the end. So it says Lee made 12 tacos. He wants to give some of his friends 2 tacos each. If Lee does not get any of the tacos, how many friends will get tacos? Well, let's find out. The reason we want to do this is to see how many friends he has. Remember, Lee is not going to get any tacos, but there are 12 and each person gets 2. So we're going to start with 12 and continue to subtract 2 until we get to 0. At the end, we will then go back and count how many pairs of 2's we have, which will give us the total amount of friends that Lee has. So, right away we have 12 minus 2, which is 10. Then we have 10 minus 2, which is 8. We have 8 minus 2, which is 6. 6 minus 2, which is 4. 4 minus 2, which is 2. And then 2 minus 2, which is 0. So what we need to do now is count and see how many friends Lee has. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends. So what I did was I went back and started at our total and then counted how many groups of 2 we had. Another way I can check this again is thinking about our fact family. We have 12 tacos. Each person gets 2, and I said we had 6 friends. To see if this is correct, we can easily do, is 6 times 2 12? As a matter of fact, it is. So we subtracted over and over again to see how many friends Lee had. You can count the total of times you subtracted to see what equal amount of groups you will have. In this case, again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. Another way you could have done this was by drawing 12 and then slowly crossing out as you go. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and subtracting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So counting out our 12 and then taking away 2 at a time, which would give us 6 groups. So to go on to our guided practice, we are going to look at this problem. There are 3 boxes with 2 toys in each box. The total number of toys can be expressed as 3 times 2 equals 6. What is meant by 3 divided by, or what is meant by 6 divided by 3 equals 2? What is meant by 6 divided by 2 equals 3? So what we're doing here is instead of multiplying, we are taking the total, which is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and dividing by 2. So it means every 2 we're going to circle. 2, 4, 6, which means we have 3 groups. The other way would be, again, if we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we grouped them in threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which means we have 2 equal groups. So this would be represented by 6 divided by 3 equals 2 groups. And this would be 6 divided by 2 means we have 3 groups. So division can also be done in other ways. This might be you have 6 tacos and you give 2 to each friend, which means you have 3 friends. Or here you have 6 tacos and you give 3 to each friend, which means you would have 2 friends. So depending on how you divide it, will give you the same total, but it might give you a different way to look at your answer. So our next one we're going to look at is the lost and found box has 16 gloves. There are 2 gloves in each pair. How many pairs of gloves do you have? So what we're going to do is we're going to skip count by 2 until we get to 16. Why are we thinking about pairs? Well, again, gloves come in 2 pairs. So we have 16 gloves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And what we're going to do is we are going to circle every 2 numbers to show us the amount of pairs we're going to have. So 1, 2, circle. 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 1, 2, and a circle. So what we have here is 16 divided by 2 tells us we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs of gloves. So we divided to find our answer. Now, we're looking at Ruth gives her dog 15 treats. Each dog gets 3 treats. How many dogs does she have? So with division, again, I'm going to draw out my total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I want to circle in groups of 3 to see how many dogs Ruth has. So here my number sentence is 15 divided by 3. And we're going to figure out how many dogs she has. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So Ruth has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. When we have a total number and we have how many each person gets, this is when we want to draw the total first and then group them in threes. If I had 3 sets and then I counted to 15, we could do it that way, but then it looks a little bit differently. We're thinking about this time how many treats each dog gets. Well, in this case, we don't know how many dogs. So we drew out the total number of 15 and then grouped them in sets of 3. So you can use subtraction to help you divide, as well as using groups and counters to do so. So go ahead and practice on your own and try your best.